Welcome, race fans, to another night of borderline questionable decision making here in the Racers Elite Tuesday Night Truck Series. Tonight, we land at the worn out, temper melting, patient shredding Myrtle Beach Speedway for round number 4 of the season. I'm Mike Taylor up here in the booth, and I should be joined shortly by Andrew Teft, who's brave enough to sit beside me, and the one making all of this chaos look halfway professional, Christian Hill, behind the cameras and production desk. I'm just joking about the halfway professional. This is always amazing with Christian Hill up here. But before we unleash these trucks on a racetrack that eats tires and tempers for dinner, let's take a quick look at our schedule. Next, tonight here at Myrtle Beach, we will go around this track for 140 laps. The next week, we're heading over to Atlanta Motor Speedway, also known as Echo Park Speedway. And then after December, or after Thanksgiving, we'll come back and we'll hit Lime Rock Park. And we're going to go left and right there to start off December. And then December 9th, we'll head over to Richmond. Now let's move into the real start of the evening, Myrtle Beach, a place where the asphalt is basically sandpaper. The outside line becomes a tightrope act, and saving tires is worth more than outright speed. This 0.53 mile track will eat up these tires like no tomorrow, and it's been doing it since 1958. Pit road speed limit is going to be 35, so these drivers will have to take care and watch their entries down onto pit road today. And our banking is just about 3 degrees to 14 degrees. And we're getting ready to get moving here. The points battle is looking nice and tight here with Blair Holloman up on top of the point standings with 121 points, but only, just about 6 points back. You've got Patrick Millett, and then followed by Sean Dunaway, Kensley Smith, and Jordan Shamblin, who is tied with Alex Teff back there for that 6th spot. And then just a couple points back, you got Troy Thomas, and 2 back from there, you got Curtis Ecker. So really good points battle here in your top 8. So definitely things are starting to get tight in the point standings. Let's see. Beautiful point standings. And joining in now up here in the booth is going to be Andrew Teft. Andrew, what are your thoughts about the racetrack today?
Well, I just got out of practice. I did a few laps, and I'm really wondering what line guys are going to run tonight, because there's the fast line, and then there's the line that you run to keep people from passing you. But I don't think they're the same line, so it's going to get interesting. To get it to the bottom, you got to really woe it down. And I haven't raced here very much, but that inside curb in 1 and 2 is pretty wonky. So, it's like you want to reach it, but where do you want to reach it on which of the bends? So, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those very unique racetracks that kind of has a kind of look and feel to a little bit more flatter Richmond per se, but it's a lot flatter, a lot sharper, and the tires just get eaten alive here at Myrtle Beach. So it's going to definitely be interesting, as this is one of those short tracks that a lot of drivers have a love-hate relationship with. And taking a look here, make sure you head over to racerselite.com. Check up on all your point standings, schedules, and everything for all 4 racing series that we have right here on Racers Elite Network. And let's go ahead and take a look at our starting grid. It looks like starting first is going to be Sean Merriman in that number 81 Metallica Toyota, and to his outside, Sean Dunaway in that 01 Hello Kitty pickup truck. He'll be starting on the outside of row 1. Row number 2, you got Truth Hope Cliff Adams to his outside. Row number 3, we have Jordan Shamblin, and to his outside, Curtis Ecker in the number 8 machine. Row 4, we have Jesse Fox in the number 69 and the 67 of Mikey Allen to his outside. Row number 5, Patrick Millett and Aaron Roth will make up row 5. Row number 6, we have Alan Wild and Blair Holloman. Row number 7, Jordan Sailors and Kyle Hess to his outside. Row number 8, we have Jonathan Stidham and Philip Archibald to his outside to make up row 8. Row number 9, Mike Fudge and Patrick Mollett will be onto the outside of Mike Fudge. Row number 10, Frank Chavez in that number 23 machine. He'll be on the inside of Alan Bergen in that 00 machine. Row 11 is going to be Troy Thomas and Andrew Teft. Got a Phantom driver again out there. Rob Yost Jr. in that number 83 will be on the inside of row number 12. Brandon Sanfilippo, he's going to be on his outside. On the inside of row number 13 is going to be Kensley Smith and Timothy Eisburn. Row 14, Kirby Wainscott in that Racers Elite number 10 machine. It's going to be joined by Barry Nelson in that Texaco vehicle. And rounding out our field is going to be Brett Bray in that number 17 machine. And this is going to be a stacked field for us here today. Not only going to be a stacked field, but we're going to have a lot of fun racing. And who are you looking at today, Andrew, that's going to make some noise today here in Myrtle Beach?
That's a really good question. I was kind of eyeing Sean Merriman in practice. I see he's on the pole now. He was just looking really good in practice all around. Both Sean's really. I feel like the last race we ran here, I ran against Sean, or maybe it was Five Flags. Five Flags feels pretty similar to this place to me for some reason, but either of the Seans. If I had to pick one, probably Merriman today.
All right. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 140 laps around this half-mile speedway. It's in the hand of the Seans, and we are getting ready to go green flag right here for round number 4 of the Racers Elite Tuesday Night Truck Series, as we have a little bit of a hiccup there on the start with Merriman, but he gets it all sorted out as they dive down here in turn number 1. So that's going to put the Seans out front 1-2, and they're going to run side by side behind them. It's going to be Truth Hope Cliff Adams in the number 5580 machine, still side by side coming out of turn number 4 to the start finish line for the first time. Really good battle here for that third spot. Oh, we have one truck up in the wall. This is going to be that number 67 machine,
Mikey Allen.
Of Mikey Allen, who unfortunately just got up into the wall there in turn 1. Just definitely very unfortunate for him, and he's going to fall back 11 spots. As everybody else around him, they will all get straightened out here and continue to march around this half-mile track. As we take a look here at that number 8 machine of Curtis Ecker, he's trying to get around Jordan Shamblin for that spot, and we do got a yellow out. Let's take a look, see what happened here.
See somebody spin into the infield grass on the front stretch.
Oh, it looks like the 00 machine of Alan Bergen. He got help from that number 15 machine, just a little bit too much there for Alan Bergen. And then heading to the front stretch. We had a couple guys on the front stretch, yeah. Yep.
39 and I'm not sure who the other one was. Synchronized spin off turn 4 there.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be Jordan Sailors and Aaron Roth. Both those drivers go for a synchronized spin. He got a little bit of help there from the 15. Just getting into the corner, the 15 dove a little too deep, and
Yeah, it looks like that's what drew the caution. The other guys were pretty
Yep.
far off the racing surface, so. But yeah, interesting. Multiple things going on at the same time. Definitely got a lot of trucks out here tonight, and it's a small place, so I would expect a lot of action.
Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. I mean, you're trying to fit 28 trucks on a half-mile track, so things can get pretty intense here really quick, and it's just going to be, who's going to be able to keep their truck the cleanest by the end of this thing.
The setup tonight is almost like a pushing kind of loose, so it's really easy to snap loose like those guys did off of 4 and just give it a little bit too much gas. And
Yeah, for sure. It looks like Troy Thomas in that number 88 machine, he's going to come down for a quick top off on fuel. And Kirby Wainscott in that number 10 machine, he's also going to come down top off on fuel. So a little bit of an early strategy here as we are only working lap number 8 now. So definitely very interesting, but let's get these guys lined up again. And we're about to go green flag racing once again. Sean Merriman, Sean Dunaway, still on your front row here. Long way over here to your restart zone. And the green flag is in the air once again here at Myrtle Beach. Really good jump there on that outside for Sean Dunaway. Not able to get back to the outside because of how short this track is. But that will allow Truth Hoke in that number 55 machine to get onto the inside of him in that black and white Target machine. So a new look for Truth Hoke this week, not in his normal blue, as it looks like Merriman's starting to have more radio issues with his truck. So hopefully his crew can get that repaired under one of these cautions. But for now, we are still going to go side by side, and caution is out once again, and that looks like it's going to be for Barry Nelson, that number 28 Texaco machine. All right, let's go back, take a look to see what happened. Go. As you see him just running around there in right behind, and he just gets a little loose. Yep, just like that. That's that snap loose that you're talking about. But luckily he was able to slow down his truck enough not to hit that inside wall, so.
Hearing a little bit of radio chatter between, I think, the 18 and the 32. Sure, some contact happened between them.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look one last time here at our race analysis. We are running for 140 laps here today. They have 5 sets of tires, so they don't want to use up their sets too quick here. 65% fuel, 1 fast repair remaining, and they will have 3 Green-White-Checkers available if they do need them. Your weather conditions, it is just about 70 degrees out. The track temperature is only 71, so it's not too hot, it's not too cold. And everything else is looking nice and pretty for that. So it's definitely going to be a very unique racetrack as this moves on. And one driver I'm going to look at, and I'm going to be watching, is that going to be that number 55 Truth Hoke. I think today he's going to be able to turn it around.
Yeah, he's been a little quiet lately. He's probably about to break through pretty soon.
Definitely, and hopefully everything will come in his direction as we are going back green flag racing. Dunaway definitely got a good jump there on the outside. He will stay more side by side with Merriman here in turn number 1, and he's actually looking to overtake him on the outside. Not able to make it happen just yet, as he will go ahead and drop back to that second spot. He's going to look for the crossover, but we have more of a battle back here right now for that 5th spot. Between Cliff Adams and that number 95 of George Shamblin, as they will run side by side heading down into turn number 3. Coming out of turn 4, these drivers still running side by side. Shamblin gets a little bit sideways there heading down into turn number 1. So it's starting to show that these trucks are also very uncomfortable getting down into the corner as well.
Yeah, that was a really good catch by him. Normally you get that far going, it doesn't come back, but he's having to run the real bottom line right now. He's got somebody above him, and you need to apply so much brake to be able to get down there that the rear end of the truck just wants to come around on you.
Yeah, I know that. As you were saying, you were running laps out there earlier. What lane do you think is going to be the best lane for these drivers to use, as we have 1 car sliding, 2 cars sliding, the 18 of Patrick Millett and that number 69 machine of Jesse Fox both go around here in turn number 1.
To answer your question, not that one. Yeah, it looked like a lot just transpired. I'm gonna have to see this one again.
Taking a look here at the number 69 machine
Blair just got
Jesse
in a little hot.
Fox. Yeah, so the 69, the 18, so the 18 got sideways, came down into the 69, sent the 69 up into the wall. So definitely very unfortunate there for Jesse Fox, as the 18 machine came back down across the track.
Yeah, I'm seeing Blair just lose it a little bit on an entry and get into the 18, and just kind of a domino effect. The front stretch is pretty long here, but you really can't stay in the gas that long. I was finding myself lifting just shortly after the start-finish line, maybe halfway down the stretch. These guys are hauling it off in there pretty deep, and the rear end just can't take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was coming back here, taking a look at Timothy Eisburn, that number 92 Hershey truck. He came completely to a stop right before turn 1 when he saw the whole mess go on, to avoid getting into any mess there. So he's doing pretty good back there in that number 92, keeping his nose clean so far. But just wait until roughly about, maybe lap 80 for him to start making his way up. I'm sorry, lap 70, start making his way up through the field.
So back to your line question. For speed, I was keeping my lefts right on that first dotted line most of the way around the track. Ordinarily, I like to just kind of bottom feed at most tracks, but this setup it's a little pushy and it wants to run up the track a little bit. And turn 1 needs a little bit of an arc because of that really wonky inside curve. If you hit it too early, then you got to turn back right to not hit the curve to make the corners. So you kind of want to get down there a little later. But yeah, we're getting ready to get back going here.
Absolutely. Sean Merriman, Sean Dunaway side by side heading down into turn number 1. Dunaway, it seems like he's getting a lot better restarts the last few times here. So he's definitely doing wonders on that outside lane, as Truth Hoke is now trying to look on the inside of Dunaway, not able to make anything of it. So Dunaway, he will stay out in front of Truth Hoke, as we have battling going on behind them for that 4th spot now. Curtis Ecker, Jordan Shamblin are going to run side by side out of turn number 4. And Shamblin, he'll clear Ecker, but here comes Cliff Adams fighting back on the inside now of Ecker as they fly down here, down into the turn number 3. As we're taking a look here at Truth Hope, just hanging out in that 3rd spot for the time being. He's waiting for that 0-1 machine to slip just a little bit so he can try to get another run on him, as he's doing a phenomenal job up here in that 3rd spot. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Truth Hope can do here tonight at Myrtle Beach.
Looks like Curtis has found some decent speed up top. He's been able to hold off. I'm not sure who's underneath him there, the red and white truck. Saw him really high up in 1 and 2, like up all the way up near the wall 1 lap, and really didn't hurt him. So I don't know, maybe there's something up there.
Yeah, he's trying to work his way around that number 95 with Jordan Shamblin, but he's now lost a little bit here to Cliff Adams in the 80 machine, as he's made his way down to the inside with the rest of these drivers. And Rob Yost, he's starting to make some noise in that 83 machine.
As he's going around off of 2. It's like he just got into the gas a little bit hard. Yeah, I don't think he was able to straighten it out quite in time. Hit that inside wall a little.
That is a caution, and Alan Bergen also involved in this one as well.
It's weird to talk about fuel at a short track, but in practice I was getting around 100 laps, and with all the cautions we're seeing, I'm thinking you could even pit now and not have to pit again for fuel, but kind of waiting to see if tires are going to matter. The setup's pretty pushy to begin with, so normally these things wear out and they just get tighter. I don't know how much tires are going to matter if you could just pit now and keep staying out and hold on to your track position.
Yeah, so far we're not really getting many green flag laps in between these cautions. As we take one more look here at that 00 machine, getting loose right behind San Filippo. So, I mean, you're really not chewing up your tires as much at the moment. So, but that's definitely going to be something these drivers are going to watch, you know, if they decide to try to stick it out from here.
This caution was on the 00 of Alan Bergen. That might be his second. In this league, in this series, you get, 3 yellows to be caused by you before you, unfortunately, get kicked out of the race. So he's got to be a little bit careful going forward. I've seen quite a few yellows, but these guys do get marks against them during the race, and if they get too many, they're removed, and sometimes you see fewer cautions after that, but it's part of the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, kind of like it is how it is in the real world. You know, I know over at New Smyrna Speedway you can cause 3 cautions, then you got to park it. As we are back under, big trouble behind. That would be Hess back there in that number 86 machine. And that was a quick way to bring out a caution.
Almost looked like he couldn't see where he was going or something.
Yeah, definitely. As he's now coming down pit road, he's not even, He didn't even try to get back around the pace car. He just went ahead quickly, came out. But let's come back here, take a look, and see what happened to that number 86 machine. It just
Maybe a
what?
little net code?
Oh
Did he get clipped by the 42?
no, no. His wheel possibly locked.
Yeah. He has had some computer troubles recently, and it looked pretty weird. Just overall.
Yeah, it's like he went down to the corner, and then looks like the wheels kind of like locked hard left. It's like he has it here, and yep, yeah, definitely a wheel issue there. Not exactly, but in this case, yeah, he definitely did the right thing, and he went ahead and came down pit road to get that taken care of. So good heads up driving there by Kyle Hess. Hate to see it happen after he's had quite a few good strong finishes as of late.
Yeah, he said he lost connection of some sort. Just heard him on the radio. Yeah, just like real life, we have mechanical breakdowns in sim racing also.
Oh yeah.
Internet problems, steering wheel problems, computer problems.
Oh yeah.
This caution is going to be extended by 1 lap. Looks like race control's looking at the lineup or something.
Looks like that 33 feels he should be right there on the bumper of that number 80 machine. Well, it looks like they're going to go ahead and get that sorted out there.
We've had a change at the front.
Sean. Yeah, Sean Dunaway, he is out front now. And Sean Merriman in that number 81. Okay, so he came down pit road, and everybody else stayed out so far. So that's why he's no longer up there. So it's going to be Jordan Shamblin joining Sean Dunaway in that 01 machine as they circle around turn number 4.
So Sean may be thinking that this is his last pit stop if tires aren't mattering. He could definitely make it to the end on fuel.
Yeah, I think the race control was not happy with the way those cars were getting ready to take off.
Yeah, I think we've got it now. Somebody said iRacing was prompting them to go to some strange position. I'm not sure the exact details, but looks like they've got it sorted. Notice Merriman was bringing down the field pretty slow into the restart zone here. Dunaway took off a lot sooner there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's all a mind game in the in that restart zone, because if you can catch, you know, the outside, you know, get them going before you, they can end up getting a black flag. And it's a cruel mind game, but it's a mind game that some drivers play. And I can attest that, yes, I have done that myself. So it's not like, it's not a secret out there, but it is a game out there that can give you an advantage. And you know, and that's just one of those things. Some drivers wait till the very last second, and some people don't, as we have another caution out. This one is going to be for John Stidham. Or John Stidham. Take a look here. He just looks like he just, yeah. Out of the corner, looks like he just tried to get on the gas and it just looped around on him.
It's so easy to do.
Yeah. Well, little contact there with the 15 truck, so hopefully that 15 doesn't have too much damage.
That straightaway looks pretty straight, but it is hard to turn going at that speed. So those guys are pretty lucky to avoid him.
Looks like Kyle Hess is going to go ahead and pull it into the truck and call it a day, as he continues to have mechanical issues on his pickup truck.
Here's John, might have lost a lap there on pit road.
Yeah, that's possible. Depends on if he got out right before that pace truck got to him. So he may he will get an EOL for that, but he's already got an EOL anyway for bringing out this latest caution.
Yeah, looks like he gave it to him, so he's still on the lead lap, but yeah, he'll be getting that EOL for bringing out the yellow. Yeah, the restart zones are real easy here. We've seen a variety of decisions by the control cars. There's no built-in zone like iRacing has at most tracks, so it's a lot of space for the leader to decide when to go instead of just a little box. Pretty much anywhere from where the pace truck pulls off up till when they throw the green flag, they could choose to go.
Yeah, absolutely. As you see Dunaway, he take off right as soon as he finished crossing that white line that goes across the track over in turn 4. And that's when he decided to take off, as we have a battle here for second. And right now, Jordan Shambling fighting hard around that outside of Adam. Something that we haven't really seen all day is somebody actually being able to complete a pass on that outside. And the caution will be out once again. This time it's going to be for Frank Chavez in that number 23 machine.
Yeah, it looks like the yellows are spread out pretty evenly throughout the field too, not one particular guy causing a bunch of them. So in this league, penalty for causing your first one is an EOL, second one is a drive-through penalty under green, and the third one you get removed from the race. So first one's kind of a throwaway, but second and third one really hurt. Little 3-wide action off the corner.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know if the 28 forgot that there was a corner there or not, but he just sends it into the back bumper of that number 23 of Frank Chavez. And let's go ahead and go on board here with that number 28 machine. No harm, no foul here, and just, I don't know. I mean, it looks like, I'm not going to lie, but it looked like Chavez, he kind of like, I feel like that was all on Chavez, as he broke way late, or I'm sorry, way early into that corner. I don't think the 28 did anything wrong there.
Yeah, so 28 just got the call for this one for blame.
I don't agree. Sorry.
I have noticed that Frank does back up his corners quite a bit, and that can catch some guys off guard, but we also got to be prepared not to drive in the back of people. So yeah, just a tough one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not much that could be done with that one as we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Sean Dunaway is going to bring him back around out of turn number 4. And at that white line, he takes off. There it is right there. And Cliff Adams, he's going to hang tough on the inside now of Shamblin. But Shamblin, he's going to work hard on try to get back around him. And this time, hopefully he can clear him before another caution comes out. As they head down here into turn number 3, Shamblin fully clears Adams this time. But here comes Curtis Eckert now fighting on that inside 3 wide, heading down into turn number 1. Who's going to back out? I don't think anybody really backed out, just the way that it all played out. As Blair Holloman, I believe it was in that. Was it Holloman? I don't remember who it was, but somebody gave out, thankfully, and there was no caution there. So here we go as they come down the back straightaway now. As we are now
off 2, I believe,
riding on the 32 of Blair Holloman, as it looks like Mikey Allen had some issues in that number 67 machine. He's finally able to get it back moving again. But we will stay green flag racing for now as we look in front of... Oh, who's that up in the wall? That's that number 67.
Mikey Allen. He lost it off of turn 2 by just, using a little bit too much gas. But a yellow light came out because he stayed down by the wall and was pretty much out of the racing surface. So iRacing didn't give him one. But he's doing the classy thing and staying out of the way for these guys here. I'm sure his tires are very upset.
Yeah, Brett Bray in that number 17 machine. Just saw something with him, I think. Not
tires
sure.
Tires are generally upset even when there's nothing wrong with them. But when you roast them off the corner spinning out like that, they get very upset.
Yeah, definitely. As we continue to watch that battle here between Blair Holloman and Jordan Sailors right there for 6th and 7th. So these two drivers are doing a wonderful job at racing good, racing clean, as they are now trying to get a hold of Alan Wild. As we take a look here at Sean Merriman in that number 81 machine, he's starting to slowly but surely move his way back up through the field after pitting far back or coming down pit road to get some fresh tires and fuel. He's already made his way back up into 9th. So he's doing a really good job at bringing that number 81 Metallica Toyota back towards the front of this field. This battle up here is getting absolutely wild, and that's because Alan Wild is doing everything he can to get around Holloman, as we will go under yellow flag conditions right here for Patrick Millett. Patrick Millett in that Red Bull, I believe it's a Red Bull number 18 machine. Let's go back, take a look, see what happened to him. Coming out of turn number 2, he just gets on the throttle and the back end just got around on him. So definitely unfortunate there for Millett, but he didn't hit anything either, so that's definitely good news for him. As we take a look at this number 57 machine of Aaron Roth, he's moved up 3 spots since we've gone green flag racing, as our race leaders are coming off of pit road now. Sean Dunaway, he will lead that number 32 of Sean Dunaway. No, I'm sorry. Sean Dunaway will lead Blair Holloman off of pit road. I think I need more coffee or something. My brain is getting all wonky today. Yeah. Sean Dunaway is trying to hold off Sean Dunaway in that number 01 Hello Kitty of Sean Dunaway.
So both of our selected drivers have found their way to the front row here. I was taking a look at some lap times there, and Sean Merriman was running 19.4s, but so was the leader, Sean Dunaway. So Sean Dunaway had clean air, much older tires, so maybe this is a really good play for Sean Merriman. He's got all the gas he needs to go to the end, and if these quick yellows keep happening, maybe he can just hold on to this track position.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Truth Hoke, he's going to be starting on that front row right here. So don't count him out, just yet. But I think Truth Hoke might have something for this near the end. But look who's back in that number 15 machine in that 4th spot. That's going to be Kensley Smith. He slowly made his way from 21 spots back, and he's now running 4th.
Just in case the viewers are wondering, the truck without a number there, the yellow and green one, is Philip Archibald. Supposed to be a 99.
As we get ready to go, green flag racing. Truth Hoke will bring Sean Merriman and company to the green flag this time by. Sean Hoke gets a good jump out there, but so does Merriman, as Archibald did not get a great start there. And Merriman, he will clear Archibald for that 2nd spot. So now it's going to be Hoke, Merriman, Archibald. But here comes that 12 of Brandon Sanfilippo. He's trying to make some noise here in the top 3 now. Not able to get a good run just yet on Archibald. But here comes that number 15 of Kensley Smith, but he goes way high, and that opens up the door for that 01 of Sean Dunaway in that Hello Kitty machine to get a run on the inside. And now he's looking to make some noise up here as well, as we have a couple of cars around, and that will bring out our caution. Looks like it's going to be Jordan Sailors, Patrick Mollet. Mikey Allen went off track, it shows.
Mollet or Millet? The 34 of Mollet.
Mollet.
That's gonna get me every time.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Patrick Mollet. I'm seeing him spin off of turn 2.
And let's take a look here as they go 3 wide. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, boys.
Oh, you got a little bit of that curve. I don't know if you caught that, but you hit that curve
hard
on
impact.
turn 2 there, and it really upset the truck on exit.
Yeah, maybe we can get an onboard view of that coming out of turn number 2, but where I thought the wreck was going to happen, I believe so, yes.
Couldn't make that out, Christian. Yeah, 34. I think this is the one. You're gonna see him clip this apron on the bottom.
Yeah, right there. He barely touched it, and that's all it took. And I thought that such a hard stop. I really thought that the cars that were going to wreck right there were the ones that were running 3 wide, but sure enough, they came out of turn 2 just fine.
Such a variety of lines you can run here. Yeah, that curve is not something you want to play with. Some tracks you can get your lefts down there, in the apron or whatever. It'll help the car rotate. But this is not one of those. This is like the curve at Martinsville or something. Feels like it's probably 4 or 6 inches off the ground or something.
It's not like once you get up there, it's a smooth curve. It's that curbing that has the bounces with it. It's kind of like a rumble strip. So that's definitely going to be one way to upset your car as we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Truth Hope, Sean Merriman once again will bring the field to the green flag. And we are underway here once again. Truth Hope, he will get out in front. Sean Merriman, he will clear for that third spot that second spot once again. And this time, Archibald, he will fall back to that fourth spot behind Brandon Sanfilippo. But here comes Sean Dunaway. He's fighting back on that inside of that number 01, but we have another caution. This time it's Aaron Roth in that number 57 machine. Mike Fudge involved in this one. Frank Chavez.
I don't know if you got a little help from the 8 truck. He was a little close to him, probably close enough to at least take some air off his rear spoiler.
Yeah, got to back up a little bit more on that one. So it looks like he got a little help from that front bumper, that number 8 machine. Yep, right there. That was the contact that will send him around. And just a couple, the hard hit from that number 2 machine. And that's the 23 truck. He will pull away as well, Frank Chavez. It doesn't look like too much damage on the other 2 trucks, but a really, really hard hit for this number 57 machine, as he's going to come down and hopefully he has a fast repair to fix his truck. And Curtis Ecker in that number 8 machine, he will be given an EOL for that contact there.
Yeah, the upper line here is sort of a diamond. Curtis was able to get his truck rotated really early in the corner, and Aaron really had to kind of park it in the middle with his diamond line, and sort of what led to that. But this track doesn't have a smooth radius, so it just opens up the possibilities for lines you can run. And the way the setup is right now, you can run from the inside wall to the outside wall if you wanted to. These guys on the inside line here have been getting a really great launch in the restarts. I don't know if there's maybe not as much grip in the upper lane, or maybe they've still got too much wheel into it to get going, but definitely want the bottom if you're a control car.
Oh, definitely. As we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here once again, Truth Hope, Sean Merriman, and right behind him, Brandon Sanfilippo, Sean Dunaway, and we are going back green flag racing here at Myrtle Beach. Another good jump there by Truth Hope. Merriman, he will clear Sanfilippo, but here comes that 01 is Sean Dunaway fighting hard to the outside for that third spot as they will drag race down here into turn number 3, still side by side on the exit of turn number 4. Sean Dunaway holding that line as we have another caution. Alan Bergen, Jesse Fox, Alan Roth, all involved in this one.
I've lost count, to be honest.
Oh, what the heck just happened?
Is 3 wide action going wrong? Yeah, it looks like Alan was top of 3. Turn 4, I believe. Or is that turn 2? Oh, then Jesse Fox out of nowhere.
As you see the 00 working the outside here of Fudge. The 28 just kind of, the 28 kind of like stuffed it down under. Oh! Hard hit there by that number 69 machine. The 57 comes to a stop, and now you will see that 00 pull away. And let's see what happens to Bergen here heading down into turn. take a look here as they exit turn number 2. We'll go back to the 00 of Bergens here in just a moment. That's such a very helpless feeling when you just absolutely get plowed into this from behind when you're slowing up. Such a hard feeling there. And as we catch back up here, and he just comes down into yeah, it looks like he just lost it a little bit there, and that was just really funky.
At least we get these yellows cleaned up pretty quickly with their the simulation track cleanup crew.
Oh yeah.
Almost back going already.
All right.
Got about under 60 to go here. Maybe about 55.
Yeah, that sounds just about right as we are back green flag racing. Hoke out to a big lead. And here comes that 12. Now, Brandon Sanfilippo, he got a better run this time. And he did not allow Merriman to get on the inside or get in front of him until the exit of turn 2. And here comes that 32 of Blair Holloman. He is fighting hard on that outside with that number 12 Brandon Sanfilippo as they will run side by side heading down here in turn 1. The 95 up in the wall, and he is around. Caution will come out once again now for Jordan Shamblin. And Aaron Roth involved here as well. Seems like Roth, he keeps getting caught up, you know, wrong place, wrong time in the last couple cautions here. Man, we still got a long way to go. Just so the viewers at home can know, Christian just said that Shamblin was his pick to win, and that was my response to that. Is we still got a long way to go. As we take a back look here at Shamblin, just right behind that number 01 of Dunaway as they dive here into turn number 1. He just got in a little too hot, probably locked up the brakes just a tad, spun out, and then oh, that was close. That is Roth that was able to avoid from hitting into Shamblin there. As we are now riding on board here with Roth as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Oh, he got loose too. Oh, love it. Good. Oh man, that could have been even worse. I believe Roth probably has no more fast repairs possibly for that number 57 machine, so he's got to be a little bit careful. But when he was able to stop right before hitting Shamblin, that's incredible driving right there.
And so Sean Dunaway, who I think has got slightly fresher tires than the guys in front of him, just worked his way back up to 5th. Had a lot of yellows, and normally these cycles kind of take away any tire advantage you have. They don't seem like they're mattering much, so I think see Truth and Merriman up here are probably pretty thankful for all these yellows and all the cycles on the tires. And
oh yeah,
should see probably a pretty even race to get some green flag laps in.
Yep, as Jordan Shamblin, he will get that EOL for bringing out that caution. But here comes Truth Hope, Sean Merriman back to the restart zone. And we're going to go back green flag racing. Blair Holloman, Brandon Sanfilippo right behind them. And we are green flag racing here once again. A lot better start there for the 81 of Merriman, but he's still not able to clear Blair Holloman just yet. As they will drag race down the back straightaway. Merriman, Holloman still side by side. They will exit turn number 4 now, still side by side. It's going to be in the hands of Hollenman now, as he is looking on the inside of Truth Hook on the exit of turn number 2, not able to make it happen. But we have another yellow flag out. Bunch of drivers involved in this one. We got Barry Nelson, Mike Allen, Kirby Waynes got involved, in Timothy Eisberg.
I was just getting ready to compliment Kirby. He's kind of just been minding his own business the whole race, running in the top 10. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh. That, yeah, can we get a little bit further back on that one? That was very awkward. Oh, yeah.
This looks a little net Cody between the 10 and the 33. And Kirby dives it off in here, and
Yeah,
it almost doesn't. I'm not sure if he actually touched him or not, or if that was just net code. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, he was probably sitting there hard on the brakes to avoid, you know, sliding, I'm assuming, maybe? Because the moment he got sideways, he gets off the gas, as you see the flames come out from the side of his truck. And then he continues to slow. I think he's still trying to save it by the time everybody else got to him. So, yeah, definitely a very unfortunate situation here. And it looks like Kirby Winscott, he will get the hit for this one. And he will have an EOL for the day. So this is going to be a little bit more interesting here, as Blair Holloman, he will now join Truth Hoke up here on the front row for this next restart. I think Holloman's been studying Hoke and his restarts the past few times, and because this last caution before this, Holloman, he took off right about the same time that Truth Hoke did. So I think Holloman might know just about the Hoke jump, and we will see how well that works for him on the outside there. As Hoke and Holloman, they will bring the field back to the green flag. Let's see what Holloman can do. He doesn't get as good of a jump, but he's got that whole entire inside lane cleared if he wants it. And he will definitely go down and take it, as you see Dunaway, he's fighting now for that 4th spot, trying to keep San Filippo behind him. He's able to get him cleared, and here comes Cliff Adams now working to the outside of San Filippo as they exit turn number 4, and they will drag race down here in the front straightaway. Dunaway trying to... Dunaway, we got another caution, and one driver around in turn number 1 and 2 as well, and I believe that might have been Patrick Millett. Yep, Patrick Millett lost in turns 1 and 2 after the caution came out, but it looked like the caution came back out with Timothy Eisberg, Jordan Shamblin, and Patrick Millett getting involved in this one.
This is going to be our 14th caution. Looks like Millett just gets in too hot on the outside. Yep, just a hair too deep. He was about to go back into traffic and did a really good job looping it back the other way.
Yep. But
then poor Aaron Roth there again.
Yeah, but this is not what brought out our caution. It looks like there's some other issues behind them with Patrick Millett and Stidham and Shamblin. Oh. Ooh. Couple big hits there in that one. So it looked like somebody got into the back of Iceberg and sent him around. And then it was just a big chain reaction from there, unfortunately. Patrick Mullet has packed his truck up into his hauler, and he's going to call it a night. As we have just about 38 laps to go this time by. Once again, Truth Hoke, Blair Holloman, they're both starting on the front row here, followed by Merriman and Sean Dunaway. So Merriman, he's starting to make some noise back up here in the top four as we are getting ready to go back green flag racing. So just hold on, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get wild up here with that number 81 truck being up here as we are back green. Oh, the 80 hard into the outside wall. That's going to bring out another caution.
It almost looked like Sean Dunaway missed a shift or something there. And I think Sanfilippo got in the back of him. Yep, that's what he just said, missed a shift. Major lick for the 80.
Yeah. As you see that 80 on the inside, the 01 just missed the shift, and that just sent the caused the 12 machine of San Filippo to get back into the Donaway, and that set Donaway down into the 80. So really hard lick there for the number 80 machine, but luckily he'll go ahead and drive away.
Yeah, it feels like everybody's just locked in place and not pitting unless they absolutely have to for damage or something. I don't know at what point further back in the field, maybe you come in and grab 4 tires and see if you can do something, but if you're in the top 5, 10, at least the top 5, you don't want to give up your track position.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to see those guys in again.
No, and with how quick our cautions are coming out back to back, I can't imagine these guys, having too much luck, in getting tires and then making their way up towards the front. I just don't think that there's enough time for that.
If you're in 10th or so, maybe you can put on 4 and make a net gain from 10th, but I don't know. That's a real what if.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, we currently have 21 trucks still on the lead lap. So maybe outside top 10, maybe you'll want to come in and get tires. Then even if you were able to pick off like 1 or 2 spots each restart, that would still be a big gain. So, I mean, I guess if you're in the back towards like, more like 13th on, I think that'll be good for you. As we are getting ready to go back green flag racing once again, Hope Holloman, and down into the restart zone, and away we go. Holloman this time with a really good start on that outside lane, and that's going to keep him side by side now with Truth Hope coming out of turn number 2. Holloman with a good run down the back straightaway, as we see Kensley Smith trying to work on the outside now of Merriman, as these drivers exit turn number 4 here once again. Just no driver can go, and we got the 15 up in the wall. He's going to lose 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 spots here, as we have one car, Jordan Saylor, spinning around on the back straightaway. Makes no contact with anything, and he will pull away from the spin back on the backstretch.
Might be Jordan's second We've had so many yellows, I've lost track of the tally, but this will definitely be a Racers Elite record for number of yellows.
Yeah,
Tough
just
place
that
though.
big checkup in front of him. So he definitely did, kind of did the right thing by checking up, but I think he checked up just a little too hard and locked up the brakes. As it looks like Cliff Adams, he has went ahead and packed up his truck for the night as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty large lick for not being all the way up to speed yet.
Patrick Mullet has packed it up for the day. Steve Vest, Brett Bray have retired from the race as well. Kyle Hess has called it a day, which we already knew. Yeah, so quite a few drivers already have called it a day here at Myrtle Beach. This track is definitely not for, for the kind heart, as you got to be up on your game here at Myrtle Beach, and it's just showing once again why Myrtle Beach is one of the toughest short tracks in the world. As we are getting ready to go back green.
You survived something today.
Oh, absolutely. Once again, Truth Hope, Blair Holloman down into the restart zone. Green flag is back out in the air. This time Truth Hope gets a better run this time. And Holloman is all clear down on the inside, so he's going to go ahead and crank that wheel to the left, get down right behind Truth Hope. And Merriman, he's right now getting the best of Kensley Smith on that inside, but not able to make anything happen. But here comes Holloman now onto the inside. Truth Hope for the race lead. He will get around Hope as they will dive down into turn number 1 with the caution coming back out. Not exactly sure what happened here.
It looks like Herbie got a little out of shape and kind of tried to get down out of the way. And if we have an overhead there, I can't tell if the 57 kind of chopped him or if Kirby wasn't low enough. Did a good job saving it here.
I think he thought that Wayne Scott was possibly going to go down pit road, because he comes down like as if he was. I think it was just a miscommunication.
I think I said that was Aaron, but it's Mikey Allen.
Yeah, I think this one here is going to have to be put on the 10. As he made that juke as if he was going to come down pit road, and then yeah,
I think he just got a little out of shape and tried getting out of the way for those guys, and Maybe Mike thought he'd be out of the way sooner.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those, unfortunate incidents there where there was miscommunication. I think what it boils down to is miscommunication, because I thought he was coming down pit road too, but he stayed out. So, Holloman, he will bring the fuel to the green, and it's going to be Holloman Truth Hope running side by side. But here comes Kensley Smith in that number 15 machine, getting to the inside of Truth Hope as they will run side by side down the back straightaway once again. Truth Hope will have him cleared heading here into turn number 3. He has cleared Smith, and now he's trying to attack against Blair Holloman for that first spot once again. But Holloman had an incredible run out of turn number 4 that time, and he was able to pull away a little bit there on Hope. As we see our battle here for that 4th spot heating up between Brandon Sanfilippo and Sean Merriman in that number 81 machine, as they will continue to run side by side. The 81 up into the wall, wide into turn number 1. The 83 and 33 going to run side by side as we have more 3 wide racing behind them, and we have one around. That's going to be Timothy Eisburn in that Hershey number 92 machine. Hold it down, and that will bring out our next caution. Yeah, wonderful job for Eisburn to hold down that machine down on the inside. Just to come back and take a look. A lot of things happened here. It looked like they were going for a 3-wide situation, and then just trying to get out of the corner just gave a little bit too much gas, and he was trying to make a cookies and cream milkshake there, but that didn't quite work out for him.
Yeah, I think these tires are kind of going off topic, but I think these tires are starting to matter up front with Truth and with Merriman. Starting to drift back a little bit. Maybe starting to push off the corners. I saw Truth hit the wall a little bit off of 2 before all these yellows happened, and that's what gave the lead to Blair. And now he's got control of the restarts. Might be pretty tough to beat.
Yeah, they've got 30 lap older. Yeah, he's got about 33 lap older tires than what Blair Holloman has, and Brandon Sanfilippo. So it's definitely going to start getting tough up there for Truth Hoke in that number 55 target machine. But man, he's doing an incredible job keeping that machine up front despite having those older tires.
Sanfilippo had some early trouble, is covered nicely.
Yeah.
Maybe Christian can help us out with the last lap pit graphic to see who's got the best tires here, because there's been so much going on, it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, so the last pit stop for Blair was lap 64. Truth's been out there for a very long time. Alright, so Alan Wild and Blair have roughly the best tires up front.
Yeah.
Rob Yost is looking pretty good. Those guys that pitted at lap 30 have got to be really hurting at this point.
Definitely. As Kensley Smith in that number 15 pitted back on lap 31, he's holding his own back in that 4th spot. As we are back green flag racing here once again. Holloman out front, and here comes Sanfilippo on the inside of Truth Hope coming out of turn number 2. He will go ahead and almost get him cleared, but here comes Truth Hope fighting back to the outside of Sanfilippo as he's going to get a little bit better of a run out of turn number 4, as he's going to get a nose in front of Sanfilippo, but not able to make it a complete pass, as we have trouble behind him. The 28 machine once again around.
They all kept it straight so far. Still going, though.
No, they're still going.
Too late.
And that's going to bring out a caution.
So close. Another thing I don't think I've mentioned is our incident cap. So iRacing issues you incident points every time you touch something or get a penalty or lose control. And if you get too many of those points, you also get DQ'd, and that might have just happened with Mikey Allen.
Yeah. See, I think there was like 5 or 6 different crashes that was just happening right there. So Timothy Eisburn and that number 92, he's called it a night.
Yeah, let's take a ride along with Champlin there. He looked like it really hauled it off into turn 1 there. I think he was already out of shape, and then Barry kind of saved him by Jordan driving in the back of him. Wound up losing it anyway, but.
So, yes, I am showing Mikey Allen. He has been disqualified. Too many incidents. Cliff Adams, he's out of the race. Kyle Hess, Timothy Eisburn, he's called it quits. Mollet's called it quits. Brett Bray. So we got a handful of drivers that are out of the race, and including one DQ driver. But but again, you know, this is just showing how tough this track is. As Jordan Champlin was given another EOL here for his involvement in this incident, and we are going to go back green flag next time by. We got 9 laps to go this time by. So when we go back green flag, we're going to have 8 laps. Now, unfortunately, I have a feeling that we're not going to be done just yet, but come on, Truth. You got this on the outside, buddy. Let's get her home. Honestly, if Truth Hope finishes here in the top 3, that's going to be a fantastic day for Truth Hope, as he's able to turn his luck around right here at Myrtle Beach. So definitely very interested to see how he can wrap up this race here at Myrtle, as we are going back green flag racing. Blair Holloman, Truth Hope, will bring him back to the green flag. 8 laps to go here at Myrtle Beach. And Truth Hope, he's hanging strong on that outside. He was able to clear San Filippo heading into turn number 1, but here comes Filippo back on the inside, still side by side as they enter. Oh, big run there by Truth. He's going to dive deep into turn 3. Good run out of turn number 4. He will almost clear San Filippo, not able to make it, as San Filippo gets a little bit sideways in turns 1 and 2. He able to keep it straight, and the caution will come back out once again for Patrick Millett and Philip Archibald. Unfortunately, it looks like Archibald got a little bit of help. So you see Ecker just get into the back of Archibald there, and then absolutely nowhere for that number 18 of Millett to go. Oh, man. Tough break there for Millett after having a strong race to come back.
Well, Mike, how many Green-White-Checkers do you think we're going to see here?
I think hopefully we're only going to see maybe 2. But I believe we're going to get the 1 to go signal now. And then we're going to get the... So this is going to be a natural Green-White-Checkered. Because we're going to come around, get the green with 2 laps to go. Going to come back around, get the white flag, and then the checkered flag. So this one... Yeah, so this one and next Green-White-Checkered, I think that's all we're going to need. But we're about to find out as we're getting ready to go green flag racing here for the final 2 laps of this race. And right now, Blair Holloman and Truth Hope make up your front row with San Filippo, Kesley Smith behind them. Good jump there by Holloman. And here comes San Filippo. He's going to make a move on the inside now of Truth Hope, looking to overtake for that second spot. Truth Hope fighting strong on that outside lane as they dive down into turn number 3 and 4. They will touch coming out of turn number 4. White flag is up in the air. This will be the race, ladies and gentlemen. Down into turn number 1 for the final time. Right now it's Blair Holloman out front. Truth Hope fighting strong to the outside of that number 12, Brandon Sanfilippo, as they dive down into turn number 3 for the final time. Side by side, ladies and gentlemen, Blair Holloman will bring it home for the race win. And Holloman, he will get loose out of turn number 4. I'm sorry, Sanfilippo got loose out of turn number 4. Holloman with your race win. Truth Hope coming home second. What a crazy finish to a crazy race, ladies and gentlemen. What in... That's... Ladies and gentlemen, Demolition Derby on the front stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, Demolition Derby on the front stretch. Man, what a... I think it is a full moon out here, Christian.
Yeah,
but ladies and
like
gentlemen...
to have some fun after the race, but sure they'd love to take some frustration out after this one.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, I learned real quick from Andrew that these guys like to have a little bit of fun. I thought, you know, in one of my first couple times, you know, broadcasting with you guys, that I thought some tempers were getting heated up and some rivalries were brewing. But Andrew was like, no. These guys like to have fun afterwards. And as you guys just saw, these guys like to have fun afterwards. So definitely a really good race all around. Blair Holloman in that number 32 Matco Tools Chevrolet will bring it home first. Truth Hope, what a wonderful run for him in that black and white Target Chevrolet. And Brandon Sanfilippo coming home third after losing it out of turn number 4. Yeah, we're gonna go take a brief commercial break, and when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we will talk to our top 3. See you guys on the other side.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back to Myrtle Beach, ladies and gentlemen. After what we saw was probably one of the most craziest races that Racers Elite has probably ever seen right here at Myrtle Beach. Really good racing all around, ladies and gentlemen. And after 140 laps, surprisingly, we did not need to use our overtime. So that means the Holloman up front will take home the checkered flag with Truth Hope coming home second. Brandon Sanfilippo comes sliding across the infield grass to come home third. Allen Wild, Kensley Smith also sideways to come home fourth and fifth. Rob Yost in the number 83 machine. He'll come home sixth. Troy Thomas will come home seventh. Sean Dunaway, Jordan Sailors, and Alan Bergen will round out your top 10. Mike Fudge, Patrick Millett, Jordan Shamblin, Frank Chavez, and Philip Archibald will round out your top 15. Aaron Roth, Jesse Fox, Barry Nelson, Kirby Wainscott, and Sean Merriman will come home 20th. 21st is going to be Curtis Ecker, followed by Jonathan Stidham, Mikey Allen, Timothy Eisberg, Cliff Adams, Patrick Mollett, Brett Bray, Kyle Hess, the one, the only Andrew Teff, finishing back in 29th. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible race. Like I said, just absolutely action-packed racing here today. And, man, just overall, what a day. I'm just absolutely speechless on how this all played out. Let's go ahead and let's start talking to our runner-ups. Start with Brandon Sanfilippo in that number 12 machine. Let me go ahead and grab him, pull him up. Brandon Sanfilippo, this is Mike and Andrew up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Hey, I do, guys. How's it going?
Going great. Brandon, what a very off day for this truck series here at Myrtle Beach. We saw you get caught up in a couple things, fall back towards the back, but you were able to fight hard all the way back to come home third. Tell us about that number 12 Chevrolet. How fast was it today?
It felt pretty good just hugging the bottom. Usually same goal as I always have, just save tires and make the shortest distance possible. And I usually qualify tonight. I'm like, I'll just let the chaos sort itself out, and then kind of treat it like almost like a public race. But the chaos never really sorted itself out, so I think I got up to the front at the right time, pitted at the right time, and then just had a little bit of luck go my way, and found up, I guess, slid into P3. No pun intended.
Yeah, just what a incredible turnaround for you today. I'm sure everybody's wondering, how happy are you to leave Myrtle Beach here today?
Oh, just as happy as the rest. It was one for the book. It's just tough with I think a field this size. I mean, I don't think anybody expected field this size at Myrtle Beach, which is a really good thing. So, I'm sure moving forward, adjustments can be made or whatever. But it was good to have was it the third or fourth race this season, and we still have fields of 30 plus. So that's really good to see. But yeah, uncharacteristic of this league, I don't see it happening again. It hasn't happened before in all the seasons I've done with them. So looking forward to next week. It happens sometimes.
Yep, next week we are turning the clock back to 2008 Atlanta before the repave. What's your thoughts about returning to the old asphalt over at Atlanta?
I like it. I'd rather have a little bit of a finesse track that tire wear goes into place. So I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Absolutely. And is there any shout outs that you would like to give before we let you go today, Brandon?
Yeah. Friends and family who are watching. My fiance Lindsay, my parents, my cousin John, Shoe always tunes in, the Grossa family, and Aunt Frosty. If anybody else I'm missing you right now, shout out to you guys, and you guys for putting in the, I guess, weather in the storm and this one in the booth too. I'm sure you had to try to find a lot of fillers for all those cautions and all the racers who come out and my race teammates.
We kept our producer very busy looking for replays.
Yes,
Yes,
congratulations on the top 3.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
ladies and gentlemen, driver of that number 12 Chevrolet, Brandon Sanfilippo. Let's go ahead and pull up driver of that number 55 Target Chevrolet of Truth Hoke. Truth, Mike and Andrew up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Truth, I'm so happy I finally get to talk to you up here, buddy. It's been a long time coming here for you. Every single week I'm rooting for you, and you finally broke through. That we haven't seen you break through in quite some time, so finally you're able to do it at Myrtle Beach. Talk about how fast that number 55 Target Chevrolet was.
Yeah, I changed paint scheme for tonight, and I guess that kind of threw that monkey off my back where I was getting wrecked a lot. And I still ain't got Andrew's horseshoe yet. I'm still looking for that. But it was a good. I liked the race. I just wish we could have had a lot more green flag laps. It seemed like the people were getting a little impatient on the green flag on the restarts. Just instead of just letting it just flow, they was trying to push issues.
Yeah, that's something that we normally see with drivers that, or I'm not drivers, but races, that see like the first, 10, 15 laps have like multiple cautions. It gets stuck in everybody's head that, okay, the next caution is going to come out anytime I need to go. And I think that's a lot of what we saw here today.
Yeah, Andrew probably answered this one, but I think that's got to be like 3 times more than any yellow we've ever had.
Yeah, I think so. I was just looking at the number. I think it said 24. That's got to be a record. But yeah, it was just a little tough off the corners. Seeing a lot of guys just overshoot the entry, make mistakes on their own, and collect other people with them. But just kind of tough in and out of the corners tonight with the setup and with this many cars on a short track.
Yeah, I had to adjust my throttle trace on mine because I couldn't run it with just linear, just straight up. I had to run adjusted because I kept spinning coming off the turns in practice.
I think my biggest question for you after watching the race was, did you feel like you were at a tire disadvantage at the end? Because Blair had pretty fresher tires, maybe 30 or 40 laps than you. Do you feel like tires mattered at all, or was it all just track position tonight because of the all the yellows?
I think it was track position because you out there practicing with us, the tire fall off. I run a 30-lap run, and I was still, when I was out there in clean air, I was still running like 13.5, 13.6. I mean, 19.6s. So it wasn't that much fall off on the tire.
13 would be really fast. We got to call the.
I know.
Guinness
But
Book of World
it was
Records.
19. Yeah, and it was like 19.6, 19.6s I was running after 30 laps on a 30-lap run I done.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if how much you were handling there at the end, or if you felt like you were on equal footing, because it was just hard to tell. We never really got that long green flag run like you were saying.
Yeah.
But you're really strong on the restarts. With a race like this, it kind of highlights some different strengths. You got to be really strong at staying out of trouble, and just really awesome on restarts. And you're getting a really good launch off, the low side of 4 there.
Yeah, I could roll through 3 and 4 really good, but going into 1 and 2, it was just like I was too worried about spinning out and taking out the pack, and I was getting in too slow, and it was killing me coming off of 2, but I could make some of it up in 3 and 4 because I had a good roll through 3 and 4.
Well, good run all around, and let's hand it back to you so you can give out your thanks to everybody.
Thank you. I want to just thank my wife, for supporting me in this when, with her schooling going on and everything. And the team Misfits, Troy, Barry, Jesse, Alan, and all of them, Chris, Andrew for having this great league, and y'all guys for broadcasting. I can't wait to watch it back in the morning. But it was and all the racers in Racers Elite, they've done a good job tonight.
Yeah, nice job making the most of it. I think you gained about 5 spots in the standings. You're up to 13th now.
And Chantel for her having to work overtime with all this she had to do tonight. She done a great job.
I couldn't agree more. All right, Truth. We appreciate you, buddy. Congratulations on your second place, and we will see you next week at the Old Atlanta.
All right, thank y'all. You'll have a good one.
You as well.
Good night.
Ladies
Later.
and gentlemen, driver of that number 55 Target machine, Truth Hoke. Now let's go ahead and bring up your race winner, driver of that number 32 machine, the Gambler, Blair Holloman. Blair, do you get a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Blair, what an incredible run for you here today. Started back in that 12th spot, and you slowly, surely worked your way to the front, dropped to the back after gambling on tires back on right about lap 64, I believe it was. And with that gamble, sure enough, it paid off for the win. How fast was that number 32 machine today?
This truck felt really good. I know we didn't have very many long runs, so to say. I think only a couple times we've had more than like 10 laps, I think. But the fastest laps I ran of the race were actually in the last 20 laps of the race. I ran a lap time actually better than qualifying. But the truck felt good. A lot of people were getting loose around the track, and this is one of those tracks where you get your braking done before you get into the corner and let it roll. So if you let it roll through that corner, it's like on the inside of one. If you wrap the paint and don't hit the turtles, you get back into gas early there, or you could run the middle and diamond the corner and also get a lot of speed. 3 and 4, I couldn't figure out how to run the middle. Like I tried when I was on the outside of Truth, and it didn't work well for me at all. I figured I'd have to run the bottom there. But 1 and 2 was that corner of, well, I could make it work at the bottom, or I could make it work higher up if I need to.
Yeah, definitely. You look like you could put that number 32 machine wherever you needed it to go to work your way around these drivers. But all around, man, you had a really wicked fast race truck today. Like I said, coming up from like 12th starting spot, so not a bad way to come home finish. Andrew, do you have any questions for Blair?
I just want to say congratulations. I was keeping an eye on you at the end and saw you take the lead from Truth when you got in the wall a little bit off of 2, and you were able to gain control of the restart zone as the control car, and I think you had quite a bit fresher tires too. So, I don't know. There was a lot going on tonight, and I just wanted to say great job on playing the strategy and knowing when to pull the trigger on pitting and everything that went in tonight. It was just a crazy race all around.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Extended your points lead a little bit also, and just three extra points come in pretty handy at chase time. So definitely want to bank those up before the end of the regular season.
Oh yeah, this is finally a season where I actually get to run all the races. I haven't been able to run all the races in a season now for last 2, so it's gonna be kind of nice to see how many points I can stack.
Definitely helps. Looking forward to watching you chase that 3rd championship.
Thank you.
Next week we head over to the Old Atlanta as we're throwing it back. What's your experience over at the Old Atlanta, and what do you think it's going to take for you to bring home that number 32 to victory lane?
Tire conservation is going to be a big one there. The Old Atlanta is a very rough track when it comes to tires. That being said, though, you will probably see this truck up along the fence at some point. I can't help it. If the track has a high side groove, you're going to find me up there at some point.
So instead of calling you the Gambler, we're going to call you Mr. High Side.
As long as you don't end up putting it in the wall, that's kind of the gamble there. We either make it work or we end it off there. But yeah, it will be a fun one. I think you're going to see some interesting tire strategy there. That's one of those places where tires are going to fall off quick. People like Truth. Truth is real good with tire conservation. He'll be very, very interesting there toward like the latter half of the run. I'm one of those guys that burn the tires off early, so it's kind of that battle of where do you want to have the speed? Do you want the speed at the beginning of the run and try to build a lead, or do you want the speed at the end of the run when you're hawking them down before it's pitting? It's going to be quite an interesting race to see unfold.
Definitely. And would you like to do some final shout outs before we let you go today?
Yeah, there's a few people I'd like to shout out. First off, I want to give a shout out to my little brother Dustin. It was his birthday yesterday. Usually, when it's a sibling's birthday, I usually have a podium finish, and I'm glad to at least get a win there for him. I want to give a shout out to my dad. I know he's watching. Quick shout out to the Zeos team. Sailors with a top 10, Yost with a top 10. Definitely a good run. We had to get it out the mud this evening. We were all involved in something at some point. The truck, actually running a normal truck for a change. We got Holloman Napa Auto Parts on the hood. It's my cousin Tad's family business. Macco Tools on the side. It's my tool guy Roy Salisbury's business. And want to give one more shout out there. My friend Sophie, I know she's watching. Hopefully this race was quite entertaining. I know there's a lot of cautions, but the way the broadcast is, you can't help but enjoy the race, even if it is a lot of cautions. It looks good.
Yeah, it definitely looks
Definitely,
good. All thanks to Christian Hill.
But yeah, thank you guys for the broadcast. Of course, thank Tefs for the league and Chantel for putting in the legwork today, because I know she had her work cut out with all these cautions this evening.
Yep. All right. So congratulations on your win, Blair. We'll see you next week when we head over to Atlanta.
Thank you guys. I'll catch you.
Yes,
Good
sir. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, driver of that number 32 machine, the gambler, Blair Holloman. Overall, it was a rough day here at Myrtle Beach for a lot of drivers, but the last couple laps absolutely made up for it. Heading out, Andrew, what is your final thoughts?
I'm thinking there's probably quite a few guys tonight that are glad this place was torn down a few years ago, but yeah, it is a fun place to race if you can get a green flag run in. Just so happened the setup was a little tough tonight, so looking forward to next week. Old Atlanta is one of my favorites. I'd love to be out there running it, but it'll be just as fun sitting here watching it and seeing who manages the tires the best.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us right here on the Racers Elite Network. Next week, same time, same place, about 7:45 p.m. Eastern, we will be taking the green flag over at Atlanta Motor Speedway for round number 5 of the Tuesday Night Truck Series right here on the Racers Elite Network. My name is Mike Taylor. Joining me up here in the booth, Andrew Taft, Christian Hill. A special thanks goes out to Speed Zone and Chantel for doing a phenomenal job doing what she does over in the race control booth. So thank you so much for everybody over there, and thank you guys so much for joining. We will see you guys next week. Please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. We did hit over 1,000 subscribers last week, something that we are absolutely proud of, and we want to continue to grow. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, see when we go live next. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all tomorrow night when the Wednesday Xfinity Series takes over to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys next Tuesday. Have a wonderful night.
And everybody.